Human minds are well adapted to recognizing if someone is staring at them. After all, evolutionary traits don't go away that easily. Compared to women, men are less observant when it comes to catching the gaze. But we can't blame men for those who are better at quick glances, can we? Similarly, it seems we've been ignoring the hints from a few celestial bodies for a long time. In this video, we've brought you two news stories about some exciting discoveries, and both of them will expose how bad we, humans, have been at recognizing stares from the void and how we are getting better at it. Welcome to Science Today, where we present to you the latest news and research within science and technology. Let's begin with the eyes. Recently, ESA's Mars Express mission has relayed to us an image of red eye. No, we are not speaking about your sleep-deprived ones. This one is a Martian structure that was captured by our spacecraft orbiting Mars. The unnamed crater is located in Aonia Terra, in the southern part of the Red Planet. The name Aonia was taken from Greek literature, which was said to be part of the region containing mountains that are sacred to the ancient goddess of literature, science, and the arts. The Mars Express mission was ESA's first attempt at a planetary mission. It consists of two parts: a Mars Express orbiter and a lander named Beagle 2. Though Beagle 2 was declared to be lost on the Martian surface due to a failed landing, the Mars Express orbiter has been successfully doing its job around the planet for more than 18 odd years. Looking at the image, we can say that the crater has a dark patch at its center that can even be seen from Earth with the help of a telescope. This dark patch, when viewed from above, gives the crater the appearance of an eye. We can partly determine how old the surface of a planet is by looking at the craters it has on them. The greater the number of craters and the larger they are, the more ancient the portion of the planet is. We were able to categorize Martian history into three different eras based on this: the Noachian era, the Hesperian era, and the Amazonian era. This crater is situated in the southern highlands, some of the oldest regions of Mars, and was formed between 3.8 and 3.5 billion years ago, which falls under the Noachian era. The channels that surround this crater look like veins popping out of it. Spanning across a diameter of 30 kilometers, it covers an area of approximately 2,800 square kilometers. That is close to twice the size of the entire London. The image shows the terrain to be colorful, from which we can infer that it is made up of a wide variety of materials. This region is the same that hosts Lowell Crater, which is larger than this with a width of 200 kilometers. These large craters are thought to have been created during the period of late heavy bombardment, some 4 billion years ago. In fact, Earth has also been a victim of such large meteor strikes, but due to the movement of tectonic plates, evidence of such strikes is barely visible these days on our planet. Although Mars had active volcanoes, it never possessed any tectonic plates from the beginning. This is also the reason why we have humongous mountains on the Red Planet. Because of their undisturbed nature, we can use these craters on the Martian surface to study the early days of our solar system. As we can clearly see, the channels and the craters are filled with a dark material. According to the scientists, there are two possible explanations for this. This material that we see could have been erosion-resistant sediments carried away by rivers that eventually settled at the bottom when they dried up. Another possibility might be that lava had flown through these channels in later years, as a lot of minerals found there give such a resemblance. Furthermore, small craters and butts are also found, which are produced due to the erosion of land around them by water and wind. Next up in the line is a groundbreaking discovery of a glaring object outside the Milky Way. When a star that is several times the mass of the Sun runs out of fuel, it explodes into a supernova and turns into a neutron star or a black hole. These black holes consume whatever comes along their way and grow in size. Sounds similar to the Kraken stories. It's actually deadlier than that, since you can't escape when you're too close, even if you try to get away at the speed of light. Let's be glad that we are not close to one for the time being. Scientists have recently discovered a black hole that is probably the fastest growing one of its kind we have ever known. these monsters can be found with a disk of gas around them, which is likely the remnants of a nearby star or other objects that came in its way. Due to the extensive gravitational pull, they are broken down and made to spin around it faster and faster as it gets close to the event horizon. Once they get close enough, either they are consumed by the black hole or ejected as a jet from its poles. We call these extremely luminous black holes quasars. During a mission, a quasar can be seen in multiple wavelengths of light that are several times brighter than an entire galaxy. This discovery, made by the Siding Spring Observatory in Australia as part of its Sky Mapper project, is named J1144-4308. It is a supermassive black hole that powers one of the most luminous quasars we have ever seen. Our Milky Way is approximately 0.05 quarter or decillion ergs per second, whereas this quasar has a luminosity of about 470 quatorticillion ergs per second, which is at least 7,000 times more luminous than our entire galaxy. Also, its light has traveled some 7 billion years to reach us. Despite being so luminous, it was still a needle in the haystack moment for the team of astronomers, according to Dr. Christopher Onken, the lead researcher behind this discovery. What's more, this black hole is 2.6 billion times more massive than our Sun and consumes matter equivalent to the mass of the Earth every second. That's a mammoth number, even for giant bodies like black holes. Sagittarius A, the largest supermassive black hole at the center of our galaxy, is no match for J1144, as it is 500 times bigger than the former. Astronomers have been on the lookout for something like this for more than 50 years. They had looked up to 20 degrees above the galactic plane earlier, but missed it as it was lying at 18 degrees above it. The problem with observing objects that are more in line with our galactic plane is that the stars in our Milky Way will photobomb our observations, as we have a lot more of them along the plane than perpendicular to it. It's like trying to find someone on the other end of the same floor when there are thousands of people moving in front of you. Researchers are quite puzzled about the existence of such a rapidly growing black hole, since black holes of this kind are thought to have been calmed down in the first 5 billion years of the universe. For something to grow so big, perhaps two galaxies might have collided, which ended up feeding the black hole to get it to the size it is today. But that's just an assumption, and scientists are still not sure about it. The discovery of a quasar with characteristics similar to the ones that existed in the early years of our universe is a treasure without a doubt. Moreover, scientists are pretty confident that we won't come across another quasar of similar might, as we have almost run across space in the sky to miss something so bright. We have already been using these luminous sources to study the interstellar medium. With something so luminous and ancient, we hope that we can uncover more secrets about the behavior of black holes and learn more about the gases that drift between our galaxies. We hope you found it interesting. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel to keep track of more similar content. Also, let your thoughts flow in the comments.